As the gates open to Candlekeep, there is the smell of morning dew heavy in your nostrils as you walk up the road on this cliffside. You hear commotion as merchants are hawking their goods, as conversations about academic subjects flow and linger throughout the air. Lion, your mane is rather frizzy, as the condensation in the air is rather thick. This is not the best scenario for your mane, and certainly not the best scenario for fire. But you're quite used to it in this part of the realm.
I need to find some tree oil.
Perhaps you may find tree oil at one of the many merchant stands littered throughout the courtyard of Candlekeep.
I bet bacon grease would work.
Ooh, and it would smell delicious too.
You have a smell of some sort of grease as you look to the left and you see a collection of little, of smaller buildings. One labeled the Hearth as a fragrant smell of cooked meats and good brew waft outward from the building. Unison, there's some part of you that is sparked by the vision of Agma's priests throughout the courtyard. Something about this knowledge and literature and academia pokes something in you. Could you make an intelligence check for me, please?
I will. I got an 18.
With an 18, something sparks in your mind. There's a vision of you grabbing a handful of papers from a chaotic mess on your desk. They meld together into a neat stack. And you run quickly out of the room, only to catch up with two associates of yours. One, a small halfling. The other, a half-elf. The half-elf has the necklace of a strange, unfamiliar to you god around their neck. The last thing you remember before you snap back to the attention of Candlekeep is the half-elf saying, "Hurry, we're going to be late. This is the last one." And back again, you see a halfling running to meet his friends in the same manner that you remembered from your vision, someone running to meet theirs.
Well, it's not the same, but it has the same vibe.
Yes,
Yes.
this all seems familiar to you.
I think Unison perks up just a little bit and says like, this feels like feels nice. Happy we're here. Great. This is really a great place we're at. I believe so. I remember. Why does it smell like bacon? I don't know.
Hey, did someone say bacon?
Oh, I think that smell's coming from over there. And he points towards the hearth.
Hello?
Did someone say bacon?
Yes, bacon. Baking.
And Johan, Unison, Dylan, you all kind of like look around as you hear this voice. And then eventually, like at Unison's feet, you see a gnome. In pretty nice attire. He has some sort of chain fastened to his belt and hanging from his right pocket. His hair is rather slick and shiny, smoothed back. He has pretty tan skin, and you notice that one tooth on his left side is golden, as the natural part of his smile has begun to fade away. And he says, someone here said bacon, but I don't see any pigs around. Must be new to Candlekeep, huh? As he looks up to you, Unison.
Yes, I am. I have not been here, and you don't have bacon. Do we have to stay here? Oh, I'm sorry. That was not me. That was my bad. I slipped. Hi, my friend. Yes, this is our first
Indeed.
time.
So you're new to here to Candlekeep, huh? And you're hungry. Well, have I got the thing for you? You seem to like bacon.
Yes.
You seem to like any manner of distinct meats, which you can get here in the wonderful Candlekeep. But do you have something that is going to cook that bacon well?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we do. But what are you trying to say? I would love to
We
hear
have
your
Die
pitch.
Lion.
I love what do you have in mind that could cook it maybe better?
Now, I can tell from your cat friend here that he's pretty good with the heat. But too much heat, you burn the bacon. Am I right? If you're not doing it well enough, it'll be more well done than what you want, if you know what I mean. Right? Right? Well, have I got the thing for you? And he snaps, and you see this cast iron pan appear in front of him.
Ooh.
And-
Dylion puts his hands out like, may I see?
Oh, most definitely. You can touch the merchandise, my friend. But don't be too rough. And he hands the cast iron pan to you, Dylion. And it has quite a bit of heft to it. And as you examine the handle of the pan, etched into the handle of the pan, you see the name Fruitiger and Sons. And he says, now, what you have in front of you, you might think is just your normal cast iron pan. But what
But wait,
have
there's
before-
more.
How did you know what I was going to say? You got to be a bright one, my friend. You got to be a bright one. But there is indeed more. And you should, in fact, wait. Because have I got a show for you? And he snaps again. He conjures a campfire right in front of you. And he whips up another cast iron pan. And he places it on top of the fire. But as he lifts his hand, as he takes his hand back, the pan floats above the fire, suspended seemingly by nothing.
So after seeing him do this, Dylion and copies him beat for beat. So he whips up his own magical fire, and then he tries to put the pan over the flames. What happens?
As you put the pan over the flame, do you remove your hand?
Yes, he straight up drops it.
Yes, you let go and drop it, but it doesn't drop. It floats
Ooh, interesting.
above the flame. And he says, voila, my friends. The very first self-suspending cast iron pan from Fruitiger and Sons. And let me tell you, this pan follows commands. Unlike your chefs in the kitchen, sometimes they can be angry with you. Sometimes they may not like that you're bringing in pet hair. Sometimes they may not like the fact that you went out on a date with their wife at some point and that, caused some friction. But that's not the problem here. This pan doesn't hold grudges. This pan has no gripes with you. This pan understands what it really means to be in an open relationship. And that's the reason why, my friends, that you can have this wonderful Fruitiger and Sons pan where you can tell it, how do you want that bacon, my friend?
First of
Oh.
all, that whole last part sounded personal. Secondly,
It was not personal at all. How do you like your bacon, my friend?
And so, like, while he and Unison are talking, he's going to further test this pan. He's going to summon dancing lights and see if he can juggle the pan over all the floating fire.
All right. As you cast floating lights, the pan starts to kind of like shake a little bit, but it starts like moving along the different lights, kind of like popping and bobbing, almost melodically, as the lights dance.
Oh, okay. How much is this? I must have it.
I can tell you that you can have this wonderful Fruitiger and Sons self-suspending pan for a low, low price of 50 gold pieces.
Can I do an insight check on
I
them?
would like to as well.
I would like to point out that this guy is speaking with a Baldur's Gate accent, and he sees what are clearly adventurers who literally just stepped off the road. Yes, we're obviously marks.
I kind of want to expect the pan to see if it's actually the pan doing it or not.
I wanna insight.
Yeah, Tatian, give me that insight check.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna click this button. It's been a while. All right.
It's been a while. Okay, we don't want to get
23.
struck. All right.
23.
Yeah, this is a pretty upstanding gnome. You can't quite put your finger on it, but I don't know, like for some reason, Tatian, you don't trust him. But then again, you don't trust too many people, so who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. That tracks. Guys, we gotta the library.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, sure. And he reaches in and grabs a bag. 50 gold?
50 gold, my friend.
Do not buy the extended warranty.
Quick question. Where's your shop at, by the way, good gnome person?
Well, me and my family, we go all the way back to Baldur's Gate. But I myself am a traveling merchant, so I kind of venture around all of these parts, all the way from El Toro, all the way up to, Neverwinter.
Does he have
wherever the roads take me.
Does he have an identifiable cart nearby or a stall or something?
Make a perception check for me, Hal.
I think, is Tatian still on Hal's shoulders?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I think I try to get Dylion's attention, and I'm like, how often do we even eat bacon?
Well, we definitely eat more bacon if we had a pan such as this, no?
If we had bacon, we would eat it. That's. I mean, I'm on that side of the argument.
I mean, mostly all of us like bacon as well.
But look at this, and then he sets the 4 lights
there's
up.
No pigs.
So, Johan, you look around and you do see a wagon that says Fruitiger and Sons on it. But the Fruitiger part of Fruitiger and Sons seems like it was an afterthought to the and Sons part of it.
Oh man.
Hmm. Hey, Dieline?
Yes, Unison.
How about, because we don't want to make impulse buys. Because impulse buys usually, it's kind of like when you see candy in the store and you get it, and then you realize that you didn't need that candy because you're trying to watch your figure. You may want to, let's sleep on, not sleep on it. All right, and I'll look down to Arnigan. Will you be around later today?
Well, see, that's the thing. Because we're traveling, we may not be here in, say an hour. So this deal is only here in Candlekeep for about the next 45 minutes. And he kind of like looks around as he says that.
Yeah.
45 minutes. And he kind of takes a step back, and his initial like excitement over this item as he's still juggling and spinning the, the thing around with the 4 dancing lights, just like no impulse buy. Are you sure?
It's really wise. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. It'd be great. No, it's really wise. It is really
How about
Now,
how
sir, I
about
can
10
see that you
gold?
are a bit apprehensive. I can say that just for you, and because I love Tabaxi, I can give you this special pan for 25 gold pieces.
Oh, and he slams his hand into his pouch.
My friend, you just got to. You may want to buy like a book, or you may want to buy something else that would be really nice. You should always think about it and breathe before you make a substantial purchase. And gold is a substantial value.
Now, sir, I mean, we have gold for a reason, right? It helps us get by, it helps us get crispy bacon. What do you want?
Oh yes, the spending the gold helps the economy. I mean, holding on to it does nothing.
Exactly. You see the conditions. All of Fruitiger's and Sons purchases, 10% of it always goes back to the little orphan's home in Baldur's Gate. I can assure you that you're supporting your community when you purchase from Fruitiger and Sons.
Inside check.
Is the
Yeah,
pan
I'm gonna make an
one
insight check
cast
after
iron?
that.
Is the pan
Yep.
one cast iron piece, or is it like a attached handle?
It seems like one solid piece.
All right.
I just
You cannot confirm that 10% of all purchases go to the little orphan's home.
Let me make an insight real quick.
Well, I'm sure the thing is worth like 5 copper pieces.
Lion made that insight check.
Yeah.
oh
If
man.
Lion wants to pay 25 gold for something that should cost like 5 copper, that's on him. But
Yeah. How about 5 gold, my friend?
Never mind. I'm not
Quick
a part of this.
question.
Never mind. I'm just going. Never mind.
I will take off 5 gold and make that 20 gold pieces.
No. I will give you 5 gold for this cast iron pan.
I'm sorry, that's a little bit too low. That's we got market demands and the cost of production.
I literally saw you conjure one out of thin air.
Library!
Indeed, but
Yes.
they come from our storehouse. We have a special incantation.
Thank you so very
Okay,
much.
have a wonderful day, my friend.
Yes, we got to go, but I hope that you do good in your endeavors, and I give him a copper piece.
oh no! Keep your copper, sir. You may need it. Here in Candlekeep, who knows what you may find? Perhaps you'll come around and you'll want a new a pan from Fruitiger and Sons.
If you change your mind on the 5 gold, you know where to find me.
can I make an Arcana check to see if that's like one of those conjured items that's going to turn to sawdust in a day or something?
This
Yeah,
is
go for
all
it.
like I must know what this is.
So,
I'm pretty sure I do know. I just want Johan to know.
well, you know that with your animal handling check
wait.
of 21,
Well, hold on.
that no animals were harmed in the production of this cast iron.
There we go.
All right. You're not completely
All right.
sure, like what? Yeah, what?
Well, I'm not buying one. If Dialine wants to spend his money, that's his money. He can spend it how he wants.
Yeah, but yeah, as you guys step away, you do notice that he starts kind of like looking over his shoulder, and kind of like starts looking around, and then he just kind of like slides away in the crowd. Johann, you do notice that as he steps away, that the Fruitiger and Sons labeled wagon that you see, the Fruitiger falls off. And it says Johnson and Sons.
Well, if it's a solid hunk of iron, we can still use it to thump somebody with until it turns to sawdust.
As we
Well-
walk, oh, go ahead.
Are the Johann sons related to you, Johann?
That's a fair question. Not that I know of.
Wow.
Maybe distant cousins, like.
That makes
Country
sense.
cousin. Country cousin.
Library.
Yeah, let's go to the library. Oh, Dieline. As I walk next to Dieline, I whisper to Dieline's ear. Man, you should have got it. It would have been great. You could have made the bacon. It would have been wonderful.
To be honest, I was more interested from dropping it from great heights with firemen.
Even better. We should go. We should definitely. We'll circle around. Look, trust me. There's real circle around. It'll be great.
While that was going on, because there was vendors and stuff, Malachi was going to get crepes for everybody. If there was a crepe vendor, like I was gonna get some sweet crepes and some savory crepes. I wanted a crepe. I'm very hungry, so I got me a savory crepe with some bacon inside of it. But I got everybody else either a sweet or savory crepe. I just wanted to know how much that was gonna cost.
I mean, at a crepe vendor around here, it's probably about 5 gold for the entire order.
Okay, worth it. I will get there's a strawberry crepe, there's a blueberry crepe, there's a banana and chocolate.
Dibs on
crepe.
strawberry.
There's a banana and Nutella or chocolate crepe. Nutella.
They got Nutella in the Forgotten Realms.
I don't know. some type of
You found hazelnuts all the way out here?
Yeah, it's a hazelnut spread, hazelnut and bananas. There's a bacon. There's a bacon wrapped crate with.
You're gonna spend the next 20 minutes describing these crepes.
I'm
We're
just saying,
never
like,
making it to Candlekeep.
I'm just saying.
Give me the
there's
bacon
some
crepe.
Yeah, there's a bacon crepe, and I wanted to make sure that we was eating well, and I was hungry, and I smelled bacon, so I went and got some crepes.
Okay.
I feel much calmer now.
All right. Also, I would like to shout out Teslan Kieranhawk for the inspiration for all of the players. That is all copper gifts for all the players. So you all have inspiration. And a reminder to the chat, welcome chat, thank you for being here. You can support the players and the GM by donating bits and stream points in order to give inspiration, successful hits, and criticals, or nat 20s, via your copper, silver, and gold gifts. So thank you for that. So drop it in the chat and let us know who you're gifting it to. Thank you. Now
the boysenberry crepe though, that one's mine. It's boysenberry with a little bit of whipped cream on top. It's really nice.
I need you to stop naming food. I am hungry, and unless you're gonna take me out to breakfast after the stream, I need you to. Thank you.
We can do that. What do you mean? I got you, fam. I got you.
Awesome. We are happy to be back too as we level up. And with that being said, in the courtyard, you see the hearth to the left You see the Candlekeep Inn next to the hearth. You see a number of merchant stands, and then you see the gates to the main keep itself. There are a few Candlekeep guards about, and a few of the acolytes of Ogma making their way about the courtyard among the visitors, merchants, and the denizens of Candlekeep throughout the courtyard. What would you guys like to do as you are entering in?
Well, we have to secure. We're going to be here for a while, so I think securing our stabling and room, and then heading to the keep.
Okay. So you can take your horses to the Candlekeep Inn, as they have stables there. As you walk into the inn, the room is just kind of like filled with dialogue, and you notice that the hearth and Candlekeep are actually connected, basically by an adjoining wall. And as you walk in, you see a number of people sitting there, but your eyes are actually affixed on a ogre, sitting and wearing a some sort of like band around their head, and it has the symbol of Ogma on it, which is a scroll of some kind. The that symbol looks familiar to you, Unison, because it is the same symbol that you saw from your vision.
Hi, friend. How are you today?
As you go over and you talk to the ogre, you notice that the ogre is sitting there with glasses that almost seem too small for its large head. But he sits and he's reading a book titled The Sum of Theology by Saint Vithira, a servant of Ogma. And as he turns to you, he says,
"Oh, hello. How may I assist you?"
Well, I really came here because your symbol. What is that? I've never seen. I definitely seen that symbol before, but I have no clue what it is.
Why, this is the symbol of Ogma, the god of knowledge.
Oh, yeah, Ogma. Yes, Ogma. I've never Ogma. Like, give me like a 5 minute pre-ops. Like, is he or she or they are the is the entity like what are they about? Except like I know knowledge, but like there's is knowledge can be so much, you know, a lot of knowledge. It could be knowledge of the streets. It could be it could be it could be
Sorry, I didn't know I was unmuted.
I'm saying, it can, yeah. This is one example. It could just be knowledge of some sort. Of any sort.
the ogre closes the book, and with their large hands, he kind of reaches up, removes the glasses, and puts them into a large pocket on in their tunic, their chest tunic, and they lean in to you and say,
Ogma has many forms, but Ogma is a bit of an interloper, and one who accepts all knowledge, good or bad. You see, I believe that all knowledge is neither good nor bad. It is simply the application of knowledge. And Ogma believes similarly.
This is true. This is very, very true. Wow. Agma seems very, very, very neutral. I don't know if Agma wants to be called nice or mean. So neutral seems like it's the best thing. I'll say.
Might I ask, you say that you have seen this before. Might I ask where?
Person I knew had like a necklace that had it on it.
I see. There are many followers of Ogma in this realm. I am fairly new to this realm myself.
Oh, where do you come from? What part of this good Feywild? No, that's a different campaign. What part of uh Faerun? No, that's not the word either.
The Forgotten Realms.
Yes, the Forgotten Realms.
He forgot.
He forgot.
He forgot. He forgot. Forgot.
I forgot about the realms. Yes. That should be a T-shirt. Forgotten Realm. Like that would be perfect. Anyway,
Indeed, some forget about this realm. Others forget about Dre. Others forget about Ogma. But here we are.
yes.
You see, I come from much more humble beginnings. I was like others of my kind. Some would call it brutish and cruel, but I simply called it unknowing, unaware of the world beyond. I was met by a halfling adventurer wearing this headband, and unfortunately, we had a conflict. And in that conflict, I took his life.
There are weight classes for a reason.
When I took this band, it bonded to me, and I became curious. And I felt compelled to learn the error of my ways and seek out a better life. I've adopted the name Little One because from what I understand, most races of this realm use these names as identifiers for one another. Little One is to honor the one who gifted me this band in life and death.
That's nice.
I'm gonna make an insight check.
Go for it.
I am too.
I mean, you don't sense any deceit in what was just said. That seems as honest as she comes, and this ogre doesn't seem to have much to hide. Similar to his study of theology book, he is an open book.
May I ask what the conflict was about?
What are any conflicts about in this world? An adventurer seeking fame, wanting to slay an ogre that grew too close to a village. Some such thing. I unfortunately do not know what is on the heart of that halfling that day, but I simply know that it brought conflict between the two of us. And thus here I am today.
Seeking glory can be a hell of a drug for any race in this realm, especially when that glory is to slay another creature.
Indeed and unfortunate. This life is fleeting, and I have learned that we should use it to the best that we can. What brings you all here to Candlekeep? For me it was knowledge. What do you seek?
Knowledge as well, actually. We, like you, are trying to help this world, trying to leave this world better than we left, better than we have been given it. We are going to be going on a extended journey, and we just need some more information on how to get there and back safely.
Tatiana taps her badge that I just remember she had, and goes, "I want to fell a fallen angel."
These are quite great aspirations, especially for one as small as yourself. But, as small as you are, I can sense a large heart behind it.
Tati is taller than
Pretty-
me, right?
Pretty average size heart. Probably.
I
So-
noticed some parallels in her wants and then in your tale. Maybe we should talk to him and see that we do not fall into the same pitfalls as his young halfling friend.
Yes. There's very little that I know of adventuring. It does not interest me as much, but I'm sure that there are plenty around that can give you help and keep you safe on your journeys. What is the knowledge that you seek?
While this is going on, Dylion is going to be brewing a pot of tea
Yes.
in his hands.
So, on that question, Unison says, we're hunting demons
Devils, I think.
or devils,
Devils. We're
really
we're
fiends
hunting
of all
devils.
kinds.
We're not really
I
picky.
see.
We'll hunt them both.
We
I'm
are.
sure
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sure that it would seem that you have been beckoned by the Chaos of El Toro. Is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
The nerds here are pretty perceptive.
Yeah.
Well, it does not take much to realize the chaos that El Toro has brought to these lands. The Guard have been quite busy themselves recently, and even I have had to come to the aid of passers-by. I believe that you might want to speak to Silvera.
Name drop.
Regards. The commander gives regards to Silvera.
Mhm. Do you know where she may be at? I believe in the library, but is there like a section you might think she'd be at? Something along those lines?
Silvera is one of the select few who have their own laboratory here. You will probably want to make your way there in the main keep. She is no doubt there at this time of day.
We should do that.
And little one leans back a little bit in the chair that seems to be custom made for him, and he and you see him kind of like pick up what appears to be kind of like a tea of some kind in a cup that is much too small for his large hands, but he kind of like very like daintily picks up this cup and drinks from it.
There's always seconds or thirds, and perhaps even up to fifths if you need.
I appreciate your generosity, my friend. I will
And
take
as
you
do
up on
I.
your
And he pours him another cup.
I'm gonna try to sweeten this tea. I'm gonna use some good berry like juice to sweeten up the tea.
Is good berries sweet?
My good berries, they change flavors. So it's like sometimes they'll be blackberries, sometimes they'll be strawberries. It really just depends. I like to switch it up.
Also, I would like to thank Tesla and Kieranhawk for the silver gift for Malachi. That is a successful hit. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
silver gift.
I appreciate that, family. Thank you.
As little one drinks from the tea, he then leans in and he says,
Is there anything else you are seeking here on this day?
Somewhere
We
to
need
sleep.
rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm certain that they can help you with that at the front. I bid you good day, friends. I have a book to return to.
And
Um,
Dylion puts his hand on, I guess, is the closest appendage he can reach. I don't know exactly how tall I can. It just like, be well, my friend, and then he casts guidance on him.
He says, to you as well. May Agma illuminate your journey.
And he bows.
So you can, if you go to the front desk, you can, you see a priest, with the symbol of Agma as well, kind of like emblazoned on the robes that they are wearing. And they say, "How may we assist you?"
This is the candle. This is Candlekeep, or it's just the.
The Candlekeep Inn. That's where you
Yeah.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Tatian like goes. Do I give you the book?
You already.
You've already
Right.
given.
Oh
You've
yeah,
already
I
given.
forgot we did give the book.
Yes.
Um, can
Well,
I?
well
Can
then,
I was gonna ask little one if I was gonna ask little one when we before we leave him. I say if you have some spare time, there are people who are hurting in Baldur's Gate. There are buildings that need to be repaired. There are people that still need knowledge and help. If you have the time, or if you know other people who are available, please do so to help them.
I will consider it. Unfortunately, I am here in Candlekeep, because very few places will allow an ogre to enter their place.
How
Fair,
many
fair
places
enough.
could stop you?
It's a lot. Probably more than likely they're going to look at him and be more afraid than
I mean,
actually take the time to talk to him.
Lots of places say Uthgard can't come in, and I just come in anyway. I mean, if I was as big as an ogre, nobody could stop me.
You know, there's a privilege that you have
I
that that ogres and others do not have.
I appreciate your optimism, my friend, but I have other
I've
chances
never
that I
once
have
been
to consider.
stopped.
Well, they can't catch you, Tati. You run too fast.
Sorry, I was just making fun of Hal.
Just say, Tati, you run too fast. No one can catch you. I can barely catch you.
But, small one, I will heed your advice. Perhaps sentiments have changed over these few years.
I cannot think of the guards. I cannot think of the captain's name.
Oh,
So that he.
Portier?
Oh my God.
What's
Oh
that?
Captain Portier?
yeah. Yeah. I say. Just say you're friends of Captain Poultier. That you're Freeman's friend, and you should and you're looking for Captain Poultier. I think that they should be able to help you.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
So as you guys head to the front desk, the priest, they offer you rooms in the inn, and they also ask if you have horses to stable.
I believe
We
do.
do.
We do.
Yes.
I point at Johan.
I'm not a horse.
And as they say, How many horses is that? You all have 4, by the
Oh.
way.
Thank you. I think we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Certainly, and how long will you be here?
Wait. I'm sorry. Are we the 4 horsemen? Wait. Oh, it's 4. Yeah. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
I don't think any of the 4 horsemen have a kobold riding on them, though.
But do you know though? Do you have?
Technically,
with 7 horses.
technically, if Tati was riding on my shoulders and we had a trench coat, then we could be the 4 horsemen. Like,
I think we don't
is the 4
understand what
horsemen.
technically means.
What? I mean, technically.
What?
But
You're not wrong.
anyway.
How long are we staying here, guys?
Perhaps we could get a pay-as-you-go plan. I'm not exactly sure how long our stay shall be.
This is true.
Well, certainly. I would say that it will be 5 gold for each of you, and it will be 5 gold per horse.
Ooh.
And when shall you expect repayment? Like when do we re-up?
Just whenever you check out.
Sounds good.
Alright, so that's 10 gold for everybody.
It's 10 gold for. Is who gonna? Okay. Who had a horse? I had a horse. I can give.
Tati
10.
doesn't have horse.
It's 5 gold for the 5 rooms, and then it will be and it's 5 gold per horse.
Okay, I thought it was 5 gold per
I
room.
give 5 gold.
Okay, I will give 6 gold.
I will give
At that
7
point,
gold.
why don't we
Wait,
just
wait.
sell the horses? That way we don't have to stable them.
No. I'm giving the 10 gold. I'm giving 10 gold. So yeah, we're good. Can I?
Oh, it's not per person.
Yeah, it's 1 gold per person
Well-
plus 5 gold per horse.
Per horse.
Per horse.
So it's 25 gold altogether.
Right.
Or
Right.
what?
I
Those prices.
just
Why don't
put
we
in-
just get a room for the horse rather than a stable?
I just put in 10. I just took out 10 out of my account. I put 10 on the table. I had to jump up to do it though. But
I slipped 2 gold into Freeman's pocket.
I'm going to argue with the priest because I think that this is like ridiculous.
I hit Johan on the helmet.
I mean, it's
we are
steep.
Are the horses put up in like a spa or something? I mean,
like Johan.
It's a barn.
Johan. We may the knowledge that we get here may save our lives. Just and also they need the money so they can keep things running.
You didn't pay.
Well, it's
The care for horses is the utmost in the realm, and I can assure you that your horses will be better when you get them back than when you give.
Are they gonna be able to fly?
Stop.
They will all become sky ponies.
I mean, for 5 gold a day, I mean, we ought to get something.
It's not 5 gold a day. It's 5 gold to stable the horse for however long it's going to
Yeah.
be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not paying by the hour, man.
Yeah, the rooms are by day, but to stable your horse is just 5 gold flat.
That's
We're
way
never
different.
making it to Avernus.
No, we're not. I don't even put.
We
it in the
will.
title no more.
We will. It just is going to be probably sometime. We will. But it'll be sometime next year.
After the break, we all do our taxes.
Oh my god, this can be. Can this be rolled out as a business?
Oh my god.
Oh.
So,
Hey. Hey. That's real though.
So are you all squared away? Are you ready to head to the keep?
I'm going to
Please.
complain about
Like-
the folly of civilized folk the whole way, though, because I mean, who the hell builds
So as you guys
on
head
an
to the keep,
indefensible peninsula? These walls they're hiding behind are just. It's going to be the doom of them. This is like so stupid.
okay.
Oh my god, I can't deal with this.
We're not arguing about isolationism right now, okay? We're not doing it.
Look, we're only having a conversation about postmodernism. Everything is relative, okay?
So we go to the
Everything is
library.
subjective and everything is
So as you guys
subjective
head
and
to the
relative.
keep, you the main keep towers over the courtyard, and it takes you a couple of minutes to enter. But the walls of the circular tower chamber, they're punctuated by these arched windows, and most of them are shuttered as you head upwards. It's a couple of flights, but you see bookcases filled with, excuse me, you see bookcases filled with various tomes, from eldritch volumes and theology books and alchemical equipment and specimen and jars, and along with other clutter. You see engraved in the floor a 9-pointed star. When you get to the very top, you see etched in the stone above the door, in Infernal, Silvera Savicus, the Infernal Authority. And as you step into the room, you see a middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes of bright yellows and black. And as she stands by one of the windows, she's kind of in a state of contemplation. Perched on the corner of a table nearby is a spindly little demon with warty green skin, buggy eyes, and thin black horns, and a whip-like tail.
I take my chain and I attack.
Wait, stop! Wait,
No,
what?
demon. I take my chain. I whip it back and forth, and I am about to attack.
I need you to make a. I need you to make a.
Initiative roll.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I will. And I'm gonna pass it because I there's a puh to puh like
Did I miss the sentence that just happened?
No, it was to puh. I
No.
ended it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wisdom save.
No, there are times.
Okay, I rolled twice accidentally, but that's a 23.
Okay. You sense you sense something trying to stop you. Make your attack roll.
If I sense something tried to stop me, I would stop me. If
It's your conscience.
if I sense
It is your conscience.
I will stop, but I will say, why do you have a demon? Hi. But I'm have my chain like really tight. Like I would literally.
That's not a
miss.
demon. It's a tiefling.
Not the tiefling. I'm talking about the demon. I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's a demon on the table.
Yes.
Nearby.
Yes.
What are you, a demonology expert? It could be a
I
frog.
am classified. I have all the certificates needed for that.
Sometimes the best
I'm
way
going
to fight a fire is with a flame of your own, is it not?
I'm going to tap Unison on his knee. I mean, on his hip or on their hip. I'm like, calm down. It's okay.
Ha,
It's okay.
As
Don't get us kicked
Besides,
out.
you wouldn't
Don't get us
use
kicked out.
chain. You use a hammer to smush it.
during this entire saga, the tiefling has remained in contemplation and faced away from you. But she finally turns around and she says, "A little quick on the draw, are we?"
Some people aren't very civilized.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sorry. I might have
Wow.
bad history with demons and a town exploding and death because of and I look at the demon and I'm like, so yes, I may be a little trigger happy.
And she turns to you and she says, "I may have bad history with undead, but I don't try and strike you down the moment I enter a room now, do I?"
What does that have to do with anything?
It's kind of like the pan calling the kettle black, no?
Indeed it is.
You
Oh,
never said.
do we know that Unison is undead?
You guess because you see my face, all of it.
We've seen Unison.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's
Okay.
been like literally like on some.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely spectral. I have my mask on, but
Can I grab Unison's hand? Unison, are you gonna let me grab your hand, please?
I want to talk to her.
Calm down, please.
I tap my badge.
Look, if she's
and I
got,
go, I'm Tati.
besides, if she's got a demon she hangs out with, she's probably not a nerd like the rest of the city.
No, she's definitely a nerd because you have to be a very well-educated person to have a demon just not rampaging.
Or
She
maybe
says,
she's cool, and the demon thinks she's cool.
she as she turns as she turns around to you all, and she looks at you, Unison, and she says, "I can assure you, as well as your fears and uneasiness with the Infernal may be,
Oh, she's talking like a nerd. Maybe she.
I'm sorry.
Jezebel is not a problem."
The demon's name is Jezebel?
It is.
See, the demon has they have a name just like you in Unison,
But
and they're
the name
chilling
is
and they're chilling in the library. Everybody's chilling in the library. We're all good.
I'm
all good.
Tati. Nice to meet you.
I mean, to be fair, saying your pet demon's name is Jezebel is like saying my pet lion's name is Eats Your Face. Don't worry about it.
Die Lion looks at you like pointedly. My name is Die Lion.
Johan, just don't talk. Don't talk right, please.
I climb on top of the table.
I don't do that. Don't talk.
I'm Tati. Nice to meet you. Excuse my friends.
It is a pleasure to meet you all as well. I have been awaiting this meeting. What do you have for me?
Commander gives regards. I don't know
Indeed.
where we put them, though.
I can assure you that your regards are well received. Now, what do you have for me?
Some tea?
And I just go to Unison, and I'm just like
Oh, I know I have it. I know I have it. I'm not saying nothing right now. I'm kind of
Is
close
this
with her
literally
now.
the first person we found, or is this somebody we sought out?
It's the first person not the first person we found. 'Cause we found the ogre too, but we
Right,
know that
but
this person.
This is just somebody we just happened to walk across in the library, right?
I think we went to
No,
inside
Um,
the
this is
room.
the person that you were. This is the
Okay,
person,
all right.
Silvera Savikas, that
Okay,
you
all
guys
right.
were
Well,
sent here to meet.
that's what I'm trying to clarify.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Because her name is above the door. She is a
Mhm.
tiefling
Yeah.
as described by
Okay.
Liara Portier.
Right. I
Yeah.
wasn't surprised by the
Yeah.
tiefling part. It's the
And
demon for me.
it is her laboratory, as Little Guy said. That's where she
Yeah.
is at this point in the day,
All right,
and that's why
all
you
right.
guys came.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I I know Unison has the puzzle box. Can I slide of hand take it from Unison's person?
What is Unison's passive perception? And I would need you to make a sleight of hand check.
Passive perception's 14. It's not that high.
I rolled a 21.
Okay, so you snatch it from Unison, and Unison is unawares.
I was holding Unison's hand, I was petting Unison's hand, trying to calm Unison down. And while I was trying to calm you down, I reach and grab the puzzle box, and I wow, and I switch hands. I'm still holding Unison's hand. I'm saying it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And I walk over and hand the puzzle box to the lovely young lady. You remind me of somebody, of a young tiefling that I know.
She reminds you of a girl.
What's new? We're here. We're here. We are here.
I was trying to slide it by, but y'all just I was trying to slide it by.
GM, I think we need a break.
Yeah, I think we need a timeout.
Oh,
As you present the puzzle box to Silvera, her eyes perk up. She disappears in a cloud of smoke and reappears right in front of you and grabs the puzzle box from you. And she says,
whoa.
"It would seem that now things have gotten interesting. Let's see what this may hide inside." And I think that is a good time for us to take a break, because y'all need a break.
Yes, we do. I'm
We're
in
in
so
trouble.
many
She turned
feelings
into
right
a
now.
puff of smoke, and she turned into a puff of smoke and appeared in front of me like she just gonna bust out spells like that, like.
See you
Okay.
after our 10-minute
Alright.
timeout, chat. Thanks
Yeah.
for sticking around.
We need to label that 10-minute timeout for us. We'll figure that out, because that's legit. What we anyway.
Oh my god.
See you in 10.
So as Silvera takes the cube in her hands, she says, she snaps and points to Jezebel. She says, "Jezebel," and Jezebel grabs a vial of black liquid and flies it over to Silvera. And she takes this liquid and she pours it on the cube, and she begins maneuvering this black liquid along the grooves that are etched into the faces of the cube. And as she swirls this cube around, you begin hearing hums come from the cube. And eventually, it clicks, and the cube absorbs all of the black liquid. It contracts and then expands in this bright orange light that swirls around Silvera. And you hear a voice speak in Infernal. For those of you that can speak Infernal, you hear a voice say,
So it is.
And the cube unfolds, and out of it comes out of this box comes 9 chain link plates that are pitch black. It's almost as if it is absorbing all light. And on these plates, you see some sort of text in bright orange. It's not close enough for you to read it, but you can see something written on them. And as she does so, she says, "I've been suspicious of the High Overseer of El Toro for a long time. But no one wanted to hear my concerns, because Thavius Krieg was widely regarded as a hero who saved his city from an undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Eltergard. Hailed as a savior, Thavius made all citizens of El Toro swear an oath called the Creed Resolute, which binds them to defend the nation of Eltergard. I met him years ago, and my instincts told me he was a charlatan. Afterward, I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using the Creed Resolute to bind all Elturel to his dark deal. I wished to prove my theory, and as I believed, this box has the evidence that does just that." And as she unfurls the 9 platelets, she says, "As you can see here, a contract in Infernal. Be it known to all that I, Thavius Krieg, High Overseer of El Toro, have sworn to my master, Zariel, the Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements attained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters and for all time. I will place her above all creatures living and dead. I will obey her all my days and beyond with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of El Toro and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeited to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend El Toro are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking El Toro and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge."
So basically, he married her.
He sold out his entire town to
Right.
serve the demon, to serve the devil of the first level of hell.
In short, yes.
Wow.
And all those who were in
Wow.
El Toro took that oath as well. The Creed Resolute was simply an admission by the people of El Toro to also follow that creed. It was
Wait.
hidden language, but I'm sure that if you look at it close enough, it is in parallel to what is written here.
So everybody in Alterel was okay with this? They
Nope.
all signed this? No, it was him who signed it. But some of the other people in that city also signed that contract. They was also cool with it.
It is.
Can I make
it's
a
more
make,
complicated than that.
can I make a check to remember if I signed this thing or was like, hey, I'm about this?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make a history check, but you did. But you did not. You're not a citizen of El Toro.
I just came from El Toro. Okay.
Yeah, you were there on a job.
You want to
Fair
talk about bad contracts. Jeez.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
remember
the
shit.
Like,
this is the contract that Tavius Krieg pacted with Zariel. The Creed Resolute was veiled language that was in fact a admission of servility to Zariel. I'm sure the people of El Toro thought that they were making some pact with a greater deity of some kind, but they had no idea that it was Zariel.
man, I thought Jimmy Iovine gave bad contracts to NWA, but Jesus Christ. Like that's just God. That hurt my feelings.
So, is there any way, what do you say? Annul this contract?
There are a few ways that this contract can be annulled, but it will take some doing.
What
She-
kind of doing, might you say?
She begins to think. As much as devils tend to be evil, they are
Mhm.
creatures of contract. So, if any part of this contract is broken, if either of the signers of the contract renege on their promise, then the contract is annulled, and El Toro and all of its vassal territories are freed. If you can get Zariel to change her mind, if Thavius Krieg changes his, or any part of this is broken,
Was
What?
there
Then it is done.
anything that Zariel actually promised to do, or this is just him promising everything to her?
well, the companion was the gift, quote, that was given. If for whatever reason the companion failed to exist, or it failed to eradicate the undead, then the contract would be annulled.
If the companion happens to go missing, would the contract be in? No, the contract would still be.
I thought
And
didn't the companion already go back into the ground? That's what caused the whole migration in the first
the
place.
companion fell, right?
Yeah. After
The
50
50
years,
years, yeah,
after 50 years, as
Yeah.
said
the
in the
50
contract.
years has passed.
So we need
The
to find a book
contract is up.
about time travel, figure out how to go back in time and destroy the companion before the 50 years.
That would probably
That's
be
one
more
way.
work. That's one way.
There
Unison.
are,
Wait. Fabius is still alive, though. Fabius is just alive, and he's in the Nine Hells.
indeed,
If Fabius
if
was
Thavius
to,
is alive, and he were to, say, break his terms of the contract, or there is another way.
We
You
go
see,
back
this
in time.
is simply an infernal facsimile of the original contract. If you could find where Zariel keeps her contract
A recon mission.
and destroy it, that would also annul its terms. All
Let
devils
me-
keep their contract close to them.
Well, let's recon the entire layer of hell. Let's recon the shit out of it.
No, that's gonna take too long. I ain't got time for that.
Unison. May I ask you a question?
Guys, what's up?
Have you ever seen the companion in the sky?
Have I ever seen the companions? No, I was in both. No, I don't think I did. I wouldn't say I would.
Wait,
I don't
you
know.
were there. You were there as a kid, so that means when you were there as a kid, you probably would have saw it in the sky because you
I
was
don't
there
know
when
if
the
I was there
library
as a
was
kid,
on.
to be completely honest. Wait, my bad.
You
I
was,
don't know if I was there as a kid, to be completely honest.
I thought you. I might be metagaming. I'm sorry. Does Malachi know that you was a kid at that library? Did we ever talk about that?
That's not
No,
so.
never
That
mind.
was in Baldur's Gate.
I was in
The
Baldur's Gate.
companion is in El Toro.
Yes,
Never mind. I'll be quiet.
you're good. But yes, I have no clue. I think GM, do I have a clue? Will something pop in my head? If not,
You don't recall the companion. That's an Elturel. That's an Elturelian thing.
yeah.
That line, you have seen the companion before, but simply because you have been to Elturel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was just seeing if Unison SAR now has ever seen the companion. It is already in forfeit. No.
Are you saying because the companion's dead that I might see it?
Unison is undead.
So if Unison was in fact under the companion's, light, and obviously, and fortunately, Unison is still here. Zario obviously didn't fulfill her part of the contract. That's all I was trying to see.
Oh, loophole! Because I'm
So,
here,
so,
all the
so
undead
we
is.
did it. We defeated Zario.
But I. So you're saying because I am undead, and it said when the companion fell. I'm
The
confused.
companion is supposed to save the city from undead.
It's supposed to keep all undead from its walls. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if you had laid eyes upon,
For 50 years.
For 50 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so
was
if
just
you had
seeing if
seen
she
it,
was already in forfeit, but just didn't know.
well, no, I haven't seen.
So we have
Fair
two
enough.
options. As far as I understand it, we have two options. The first option is to somehow get to the nine hells and get Thaddeus to renege on his end of the contract, or we find the contract where Zariel definitely probably will have it either in her place of living or on her herself, and try to destroy the contract that she literally had.
What if?
Recap.
Those are the
What?
two
What if
options.
we?
No, well,
or
you're also
get,
ignoring the time travel up.
Or time
or,
travel?
or get Zariel to change her mind or renege on her part as
What
well.
if all parties of the contract was not around anymore? Would that
I'm
work
sorry.
too? What if
If they all died,
Yes. What if they all died? Probably gruesomely. What if they all died?
Well, Thavius's death would not end the contract. But if the devil that made it ceased to exist, so would the contract itself. There would be nothing binding the
do
city
we
to the realm.
know who?
Zariel?
Zariel.
Fallen angel,
So
devil,
that means,
fallen angel,
yeah.
devil.
Mhm.
Yeah, makes sense.
So do anybody?
Kill it. The ways I see it, or kill the deity, or all the other people who signed the contract, which unfortunately is all of El Terrell. No?
The contract itself to destroy.
I think it would be easier to try to find the contract itself and then destroy that said contract.
In the
compared
contract,
to
the
trying-
contract is literally
Yeah.
in front of us on 9 platelets floating in front of us right
Yeah,
now.
I think it would be
She said
easier.
she said that is a facsimile of the original contract.
Right, it's not the real one.
Okay.
It's just yes.
It's okay. I think that it would be easier to find the contract and destroy that than trying to kill a deity. But
But
Do we know where this deity is?
I believe that's Avernus, right?
first circle go.
I think
Yeah,
we
first circle go.
yeah.
Well, Zariel is the lord of the first ring of the nine hells, Avernus.
So the next logical step is one,
Supplies.
sure, yeah, supplies. That yes. Two, do you have a map or a place that we can go into Avernus? And three, do you have any clerics who can bless this weapon so when I put it into Zariel's throat, that it will make it so that Zariel won't ever come back?
Oh, so we just need to go to hell, no?
Yes. Yes.
So with that, he slams his staff into the ground, and you see that the top of his staff glows a light, and you see a gigantic fireball starting to form at the top.
I take a huge step back, but like no one notices
What
how big
the
it was.
fuck?
What? Why are you
We
doing?
need to go to hell, no? So we must die.
No, no,
No!
no, no, no,
No!
no.
Stop!
You're in a library. You put
What?
fire. I need you to put
Right.
that down. You should know better. You fire, library.
With
Magically
her-
split out.
with her bare hand, she with her bare hand, Silvira stamps the fireball until it goes out, and she says,
Ooh.
I can assure you, there is no need for such hot tempers here.
Oh, this was called in calculation. I just thought we needed to go to hell, no? This is what you said?
There are
The door.
there are other ways to into hell. Is
Oh,
there
okay.
something else? Is there something else that you have for me? And she looks at the box that you guys have from the commander. That
Yeah,
was into.
yeah.
I mean,
Give the box.
yeah. Give the box. I'm less hesitant to do it, even though I give an eye to somebody.
And as you hand the box over, she opens the box, removing the nails that has kept it bound, and you see something covered in like a thick canvas. She lifts the canvas, and as you as she lifts the canvas, you see a shield made of dark gray metals, and it has a gnarled face of some sort of fiend on it. Both eyes are closed and its mouth is agape, while while kind of like snarled in this like a fearsome look. And she says, "Oh my. The commander is certainly no stranger to oddities."
Do you have any idea what
Is
that
that
is?
a quip?
What was that?
Was that? Are you saying we are oddities? And he says that with a smile.
It's like, I'd like to believe that all of us are oddities in this room, but this thing is the oddest of them all.
Do you
And
have
she,
any?
I have seen this, or at least read stories about it. It calls itself the Shield of the Hidden Lord. Hidden Lord indeed. It is a symbol of triumph over evil. As you look at it, it is quite beautiful, no?
It looks like somebody face slapped a demon with their shield.
It looks like a demon. I want to melt it.
I have a spell just for that, actually.
Face slapping a demon is quite accurate. It is a symbol of good's triumph over evil. And I would say, gazing at such beauty, one can easily overlook the terrible force that is bound within it. Isn't that right, Gargoth? And as she says that, the eyes snap open, and the face begins moving. And all you hear is.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to breathe under all of that canvas.
You know,
In
that
through your nose, out through your mouth.
okay. We have seen some weird shit on our journey. That just hit a 9.5 on my weird shit meter. Okay, I'm just a 9.5.
I don't know if I.
9.5 is good for you, Shorty, but let me tell you, when you're under canvas for over 300 years, it gets a little dusty under there. And I can tell you, when I did have sinuses, they would be inflamed from all of that.
With that, Die Lion is going to walk over to the shield and start like dusting it.
Don't
I
touch
think
it.
Unison
Watch the eyes.
Just close them
We're
for a
just getting
second.
the dust
You
off.
have crusty.
We're just getting the dust off. Getting the dust off.
It'd be much easier to understand you if you weren't coughing between.
Is there a window that's like in her office?
Oh yeah, there's a window right over there. Open that bad boy up. Give us some sunlight.
Sweet. I want to go to the shield and chuck it out the window.
I want to restrain him.
Yes, I want to. You know what I'm doing. I want to chuck the shield out of the window.
You take the shield and you throw it out the window, but it hits something unseen and falls to the ground.
I need you to stop whatever first feel you have, and this needs to go. This needs to
stop.
Stop. Unison, could you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
I will gladly make a wisdom saving throw. Because not only are we just letting this demon fly around, we're just so happy to be like, oh yeah, it's a demon face. Oh, I'm trying not to say words. I cannot say the words I want to say.
When he's done with that, I want to attack him.
16.
So Unison, you feel yourself bound and you can't move.
I figured that. I figured that was gonna happen. I am enraged. I am.
We're gonna. Can one of the stronger do friend? Can one of y'all get Unison outside some air? Just walk them, get some air. Carry them outside.
I have a man on Unison, or I'm not strong in my body, but in my mind.
Unison kind of like sees up and can't move anymore.
I go to punch him.
Hold person
and I
spell
freeze.
was cast.
Yeah.
Johan.
I'll sling him over my shoulder and I'll go find a quiet room to leave him in.
Thank you. Just go outside. Get Unison a crepe. Go get Unison another crepe.
There's no shortage of quiet rooms because there is a library.
So
it's a library.
And hold person.
Quiet.
Can I talk still? I think
no.
Okay, cool. Can I make sounds like? Can I do that?
Yeah, you can attempt. You can attempt to
I
like,
am
speak.
screaming at the top of my lungs right now because I'm so pissed. I know I can't talk.
You feel like you're trying to speak. Everyone else just hears.
I'm gonna take him to at least a nook that isn't occupied and sit him in a chair and like put a red, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish book in his hands and make it look like he's reading it.
They do have one slide, two slide, red slide, blue slide.
Well, that's the one then.
Okay.
I prefer if you give a goblin a cookie.
And there are some sunglasses nearby that you can place on Unison's face as well.
Yes. Yes.
And then I'm gonna actually, when I look at him, I'm gonna take the book away and give it back to him upside down, so it looks like he's dumb and he's reading it wrong.
Is it? Wait. Do they have Tabaxi in the cat?
So, dag nabbit.
I have to ask.
So,
They do.
So, what's the significance of the shield?
Well, this shield is the prison of, I deign to call him our friend, but Garguth has been imprisoned in this shield. And he calls himself the Hidden Lord. It was a pit fiend sent by Asmodeus to corrupt mortals on the material plane, and there it amassed such a following as to rival that of the gods. In that way, Garguth became sort of a demigod, having worshippers increased its power exponentially. But how the mighty have fallen. This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. The Hihun family of the Baldur's Gate has kept it for years now. Doubtless they'll want it back, but this shield should not be taken to any place where thousands of mortals reside. It needs to be locked away in extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls. And you hear the shield belt out.
Look, I take you to the 9 hells. I can show you around. I guarantee you. I mean, corruptible souls, yeah, they're down there in hell, but, they're already corrupted. So, I mean, that's not a problem. And you're going to El Toro, right? I heard that place was already doomed, so nobody that can be corrupted there.
What about our souls?
I mean, you guys seem like upstanding folks. I would never corrupt your souls.
I wasn't talking.
Inside check. I'm inside checking that shit because I know that's a lie. With guidance. Hold on.
You actually, what's your guidance on that, by the way?
Just a 1.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Yeah, I mean, you actually believe that he is telling the truth. You can see that he has some sort of ulterior motive to going to. You feel that he has some sort of ulterior motive to going to the 9 hells, but you don't sense any deceit in what he's saying. From what it seems, he seems rather earnest about going to the 9 hells. He wants to go to the 9 hells.
So the commander gave the shield, so we take it to the 9 hells.
Well, she gave it to you to give to Silvira.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking to Silvira.
Okay.
Is this the door? But it's a shield.
What you do with the shield is up to you, but I personally do not want anything done with it. And if it is left up to me, it will rest in a void for another 1,000 years.
I agree with that plan. And also, I also agree with, I would know.
No. Come on. Wait. Listen, here. Right. I've been in a dusty attic for 300 years. All right? You guys need to go to the 9 hells. You scratch my armrest, I'll scratch your back, right? Here's what we need to do. You need to go to the 9 hells. I'm from the 9 hells. I can show you around. I can chat with my cousin and let you know what's going on. I can even find you a place to stay. All right? After we get to the 9 hells, you know if as you please.
Okay.
What else can you do?
Oh, I mean, well, I can keep you safe. I am a shield after all.
Yeah.
That is also true. Do you have any actual credible information that would help us find Zuriel's contract? Yes, Tati.
Go ahead.
If we were to take you to the 9 hells, Could you help us find the Lord of the Nine Hells?
Oh, well, you need the Lord of the Nine Hells. I can probably,
Oh, the
talk
first
to you,
layer.
talk
The
to a
first layer.
page,
The first.
I think it was, who was it, the Lord of the First Layer. Oh, I think you're talking about Baphomet. Right?
Ooh. It seems as if your information is outdated, my friend. You said you've been gone for 300 years?
Wait, Baphomet's not in charge anymore?
No, it seems as if, as you say, Zarya is the new ruler of the First Layer.
Hold on. Zariel,
For fallen.
the angel?
Angel. For fallen.
So Bob. So
Well,
while
send me
you've been
down a hill
gone,
and call me a sled. You mean to
Yeah.
tell me that Zariel is in charge of the first layer of the Nine Hells? Oh,
Yeah,
this has gotta be good. You gotta take me now.
while you've been gone, Baphomet and Zario had a conversation, and she took over as new management. So yeah, pretty much what happened.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about Zariel, she had a couple of lieutenants and two generals. Yael was one of her lieutenants, and she was kind of a right hand. And she had two other generals, Olympius and Ahriman. And they would never leave her side, so I'm pretty sure that if she converted to the dark side, then they probably converted with her.
Can you spell those names? Those lieutenants' names?
I mean, I don't know how to spell the lieutenants' names. What, has the language changed too since I've been at S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I don't know. That's like the big one. Never mind. I'll find it.
Diane is going to reach out and pick up the shield.
I still don't understand how we get there.
We're gonna have to go through a portal. We're gonna have to go through a portal, or we're gonna have to find some other type of transportation.
Hey, lady, you got a plane shift, right? You can plane shift?
She says, I cannot plane shift within these walls, for it is forbidden here on Candlekeep. But I have an associate named Traxagor a few miles away from Candlekeep, who could plane shift into El Toro, and that will get you the entrance that you need to get there. If Gargoth is willing to go with you, and if you will have his company, I'm sure that he can guide you from there.
That's awesome.
Eye lion is attached.
Diane has already picked him up.
Guys, road trip?
What are we gonna do about Unison?
Unison will come around. I'm good with people, or undead, or wherever he is.
They are not
They are a lot
happy.
Happy, schmappy, crappy. You know, it happens in this life. What are you gonna do? Or you just cover me up and say that I'm, a walk or something. You guys have
I say,
on this plane, don't you?
I mean, you are a shield, no?
Am I a shield? Yes, I say.
I'm saying,
I'd like to believe that I'm a little bit more than a shield. I'm a companion. I can walk with you, to the dark places. I can protect you from not only the swords
I'm a
that
person.
but also the words that try to hurt you.
I get you. But,
Maybe you don't talk until we get there.
I mean, what really can Unison truly do to damage you? That's what I'm getting at.
A lot. We've seen it.
I mean, you can attempt a lot of things, but it is unlikely that, that I'm a guy. Let's just say that your friend there is probably going to die before I do. But, hey, what are you going to do about it?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
already
So we don't really have to worry about Unison punching. It's a shield.
DM. Question.
Yes.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Detect portal. It's one of my abilities as a Horizon Walker.
Mm-hmm.
The portal that I detect, would I know what's on the other side of that door of that portal door? Like it says, once per short rest, you can use action to detect the distance and direction of the closest
It's
planar
in
portal
El
within 1
Toro.
mile of you. So would I know what's on the other side of that door if I was to walk through, or if I was to find that portal? Would we know what's on the other side of that door?
You would know what is on that. You would know what plane that portal goes to. You might not know exactly what is on the other side of that portal.
Okay. All right. Just
It's
all right.
supplies.
So yeah, we need supplies. We need to read up on what the first layer of hell is like, so we can have the right
Hot.
type of, outside of it being hot. What else? What other denizens and other creatures we might run into? What we may be able to forge, and so we can eat. There's a bunch of stuff that
Well,
we need to do before we leave.
well, if you're looking for what to expect in terms of geography, I do happen to have this. And with a wisp of her hand, you see some sort of like rolled up, like parchment wrapped up in a thick rope, and she hands it to you, Malachi.
Oh, thank you.
And you unwrap it, and if you unwrap it, you actually see that it is a map of Avernus.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I say I actually will say in Tiefling. I'm gonna say it in Tiefling.
Did you say you're saying it in Tiefling?
Yeah, I'm saying thank you.
And
Okay.
okay, well that
Mhm.
I mean that's a little
Uh,
racist, but
I'm not being racist. I'm just like
in
Infernal.
You literally went like, I'm speaking
to
to this person in Mexican. That's what you just said.
Basically,
yeah.
in the same context.
The language
there
is
are
called
There are
Infernal.
Tiefling.
There's
The
no.
language is called Infernal. The language is called Infernal. I'm speaking in Infernal to the Tiefling
That's not
who
what you said.
understands it.
So
Okay,
you
I
actually
misspoke. Please excuse me. I am sorry. I misspoke. I apologize.
We still love you.
We still love you.
So you unfold the map to see a map of Avernus. And
Ooh. Ugh.
We're still gonna need some information on, like, if things are edible for normal beings there.
Maybe we should look at the map first.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like, there's still some other information that we're gonna need before we just get plane shifted.
We have berries.
The
and
floating
as
brain
you
stems look edible.
Look, I can assure you, you're probably going to want to bring your own food. Because, trust me, they don't have bright red apples on that side of on that side.
All right, Avernus. It's hotter than 4 people in the phone booth, and
What is this phone you speak of?
have you have you ever been stuck in a small room with 4 people? It's hotter than that.
At that, Dylan slowly turns his head towards the the general area where we put Unison, I must ask. I have questions. Like if being in a room with 4 people must be hot, like I need to take their temperature.
So, so as you are examining the map, so Vera says, if you are heading to speak with Traxagor, we can survive you. We can provide you with a griffin to take you that way.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I agree. I agree
Now,
with that.
I highly encourage that you make your preparations before you head that way, and we can house you here at Candlekeep until your departure. But I say that you make whatever preparations you can, because I have no idea how long this journey may take you. But
Can
you
you
may
give
be
us
off of this plane for a while.
Can you give us a library card so we can have the run of your library?
You have access to whatever books are in the library. I cannot say that you can take them, but you can pore over them while you are here.
But you're not going to say that we can't take them either.
I can assure you
We are
that if you
not.
attempt to take a book from the library, we will know.
Well, I mean, it's obviously you'd know, but would you do anything about it?
Johan, stop.
Climb
Stop while
up
you're
and
ahead.
hit Johan on the top of the head
stop.
again.
Stop.
And as you are speaking, Johan, she disappears in smoke and appears right in front of you. And though she is smaller than you, she does not bat an eye as she stares directly at your face. And she says, "We will know."
Tatiana has a very peculiar look on her face.
That woman is my. She gives off very Dom energy when she does that.
Lion like sees her do this a couple times and then takes a little stock like she's using a lot of power essentially just to move 15 feet at a time. Maybe let's not antagonize her.
I agree. And I start pushing
I
on
was just
Johan's
fine.
hip. I'm pushing on
She's-
Johan's hip to go out of the room.
Now she says one last thing. I did have an inside person in El Torel, a tiefling like myself, who was supplying me information and who had knowledge of infernal things. They, as much as I am not a huge fan of this individual, he is rather knowledgeable of such things, and he is rather trustworthy when it comes to eradicating them. They have a bit of a reputation with devils and demons, and so they were undercover, as it was. You can refer to them as M for the time being. If, while in El Torel, let them know that the Star Fairy sent you this way, and they will know that you come from me.
The Star
Winston,
Fairy sent. The Star Fairy
do a
sent her.
thing. I think you did a thing.
And with that, I encourage you to make your preparations, because you have a hell of a journey in front of you. And with that, we will end our session today. Welcome back, everybody. D&D Episodicals 4. I'm Winston Taylor Lewis. I'm your GM. I'm your host. I am your resident wildness wrangler, while sometimes adding to it. I'm joined by this wonderful cast yet again. It's been a month, and I missed all of your beautiful faces. Please introduce yourself, starting with Hal.
Good morning. I'm Hal. I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
Yes, you do.
I do like D&D, though. It's been looking forward to getting back into this. Interesting trivia, I guess. Last movie I saw, since I didn't get to tell you in the timeout, was Don't Look Up. It was fun.
Oh, yes.
An amazing movie, fantastic
That needs to be
movie, and
I-
fantastic criticism of mainstream media. It is brilliant.
It's on my list.
Oh my
It's on my
God.
list.
It
Chris
should be.
Evans' best role.
Absolutely one of as someone who does political commentary, it's one of the best
If you haven't seen it,
movies
it's a good
on
flick.
mainstream
Yeah.
media.
Speaking,
amazing.
and it's a good transition. Best role of Chris Evans. Derica, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chris Evans. I was playing Derica, playing Tati today. I'm going straight to bed. This was all too much. I was not ready for Saturday morning energy this morning, and thanks for tuning in. It's great to be here. Thank you for all the gifts. Maybe next week we'll behave.
Indeed, Lawrence.
Dobby will be good.
Since we're talking about Don't Look Up, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio playing Lawrence Calvert. Playing Malachi Freeman. playing Malachi Freeman. And I do political commentary. I've been streaming much more recently with my good friend XD, also known as Shay, and we've been streaming a lot more. You'll see me on here eventually talking about news and politics, because that's what I usually do with my other friends in town. And I'll probably be streaming Smite and some other stuff and some other games whenever whatever we feel shenanigans we feel like getting into.
Minecraft?
Yes, and Minecraft. I just completed my AFK fishery. I'm so happy. Okay, sorry.
So, Chris.
Hey everybody, it's me, Meryl Streep, playing Chris, playing.
She could do it. She could do it. She could do it.
She could.
She's gonna end up playing Harriet Tubman.
And I've missed you guys so terribly. I need Saturday morning energy pretty much every morning, and I've missed my weekly dose. Much love to you all, and thanks for all the gifts and supporting it.
Indeed. And last but not least, Shay.
Hi, I'm Jonah Hill, playing as Shay, playing as Unison, playing as Mr. Unison, playing as Unison the Great, playing as Uni. They're mad right now, but you can catch me at I am starting to stream more with, like I said, friends. Is on Mondays, like 7-ish 30 on my channel. I haven't done it in a while, but I might start going back to TikTok, do my TikTok. That's tiktok.com/3piece. I have to type it out because it's spelled weird. And yeah, I'm also one of the lovely people that's do the I'm about to say Avernus archives. The
Alternia.
Thank you. I'm flustered. The Alternia archives. It has a good show. We're ending Night Black Agent. If you ever seen it, it was like a show that happened, like I believe a year or 2 years, maybe 2 years now, because it's 2022. That's playing right now. We have, if you haven't read Brutal Crit, that's up there. We are partnering right now with Lucas podcast. I can't remember the whole thing. I'm sorry, top of my head. It's been a long day, but it's gonna be called Indigo Magic. It's gonna be using the Dungeon World RPG, and that is a beautiful. So check that out, and we're gonna have more stuff. And I'm gonna plug Discord and Patreon, because you should look at that, because we're doing some stuff, and we might have some casting calls that if you wanna, be in one of these podcast shows, you might want to check out. Transition.
Yeah, and this is Ariana Grande just letting you all know that we should make sure that you check out not just this stream every Saturday, but all the other wonderful streams that we have here at Rim Alternus. Monday we've got Paranormal Albany. Tuesday we have Shadowrun 5e. Wednesday we got off. Thursday we got D&D Episodicals 3. Stormlord's Wrath. Friday typically tends to be games night or hanging out with the different members of Rim Alternus community. And Saturday, of course, you got us. And Sunday, we've got Like Clockwork, which has a Kickstarter coming soon, the issue 2 of Coddlesworth's Clockwork Circus. So if you have not checked out the first issue, do so now. It is available to be purchased. Pretty soon we're going to have our Etsy up, but it is available. Check out. So if you want to get in on that, please do so. Also support us on Patreon. Become a patron, become a RIM PC. It helps us begin to do more stuff. We are starting to do a lot more in terms of RIM. So we're starting to get YouTube. As Shay said, we've got podcasts going. There are a number of podcasts from Alternia Archives to some of the new podcasts that we're producing. And we have streams that we are doing week in, week out. So 2022 is going to be a big year for RIM. We're growing, we're doing more stuff. And you can become a part of it. So join the Discord, become a patron, and check out the streams. So thank you all. Most importantly, I want to thank you, the RIM PCs, everyone who is here week in, week out, who encourage us, who gets us doing this, who allows us to have fun, and interacts, and for having you here. So with all of that, like I said, I'm Ariana Grande. I want to thank you all for being here. I'll see you next week when Winston is back in the studio. Thank you. Much love. Be
I
good
want
people.
to thank
Peace and
you,
love.
everybody.